Welcome back to Tune Your Artist in 10. My name is Sera. I'm a Russian-trained actress, international performer, certified Dream Awake EFT tapping practitioner, devoted to helping you live your best life on stage, on screen, and off. And today we have a super special tap, all devoted to clearing out ancestral pain. This is so profound. It is so potent. It is truly paradigm shifting, because so often the challenges and struggles and perceptions and belief systems and thought patterns and emotional reactivity is not solely ours. It's most likely something we've inherited from our caregivers, from our family line, from our ancestral lineage, right? Science tells us, shows us that if at any point in your ancestral line trauma was experienced, that leaves a mark, an imprint on the DNA, and that gets passed down. It shifts and alters our cellular structure, the very, the substance that makes up our cells, and how we express ourselves and how we think and how we perceive and how we move through the world, and the state of our nervous system and our consciousness and our energy fields and our awareness, all of it. And the beauty of tapping is that, truly every time you tap, you are not just clearing out the stagnancy and static and limitations and resistance in your own field, in your own consciousness, but you're able to then send that energy back to the family line and clear it out for future generations. It is so profound, it's so powerful, it's so potent. We're literally rewiring and refiring new brain tissue, new genetic expression. This is epigenetics, right? So often, again, as I just said, the struggles we face in our lives aren't simply ours, and either we've inherited down from the family line or it's something we absorbed as children, right? From ages 0 to 7, we're in a semi-hypnotic state. So the state and reactive patterns and emotional habits of our caregivers, of our teachers, of our guardians, gets imprinted in us, in our brain tissue, in our cellular structure, in our nervous system. And we just think that's how life is, or how the world is, or the correct way to respond, when really with tapping, we're able to look at this pain or challenge or struggle and say, is this serving me? Is there a new way? Let me alchemize, transmute, and transform this through my mind, body, and nervous system, and rebirth a new paradigm, a new possibility, a new potentiality for myself, and wire it deep into the subconscious, and not only give it to me in my life and career, but pass it back through the lineage and pass it forward to future generations. So you are a radical expression of consciousness, creative rebel. I applaud your bravery. I applaud your devotion. I applaud your willingness. And let's get into the tap today, right here, right now. Make sure you have some water with you. If you want to grab a journal to keep close by, that would be great. We're going to go on a little call and response journey. If anything I say is inaccurate to your experience, you go on and tell me what is. And of course, this tap is yours to keep. You can come back to it again and again and again. So let's just take a grounding breath here together today. Let it all out with a sigh. Amazing. Beginning to massage the emotional well. And I want you to tune into a challenge that keeps coming up in your life. Something maybe that you've been aware of for a long time, or just in different forms and different nuances and dynamics just keeps showing up. There's high potential that this is not solely yours, that this is something that's been passed down and inherited and imprinted through the family line. And it's now your gift to not only yourself, but your entire lineage and the future generations to clear it out. So I just want you to invite that forth, whatever it might be. If it's a conflict, if it's a relationship situation, if it's just a challenge around money, or a way you perceive yourself, or a way you think about life, an emotional habit, a thought pattern, a belief system that's really feels like it's been holding you back or keeping you small, or you're wondering why after years and years and years you're somehow still struggling with this. So whatever's coming forth right now, trust it, and let's go through it together. So tuning into that challenge or obstacle or struggle. Let's take a slow, deep breath in, release a sigh. Let it out. Amazing. Tapping all over the chest. I've been struggling with, tell me what it is. I've been struggling with, tell me what it is. The way you see yourself, the way you see life, the way you see going after your dreams, a relationship, a conflict. I've really been struggling with, tell me what it is. Tapping in between the eyebrows. And I've really been struggling with this for a long time. Tapping the temples. I've been struggling with, tell me what it is. Tapping underneath the eyes, and it seems to just repeat in my life. Tuning into how the struggle or challenge or obstacle keeps showing up in different forms, in different moments, maybe through different people or different situations, tapping underneath the nose. But tuning into how the struggle, challenge, or obstacle keeps arising, keeps finding you. Maybe you've been working on it for a while and deeper layers are still emerging. Letting all of that surface up in the substance, that emotional substance, letting it rise to the surface right now. Take a slow, deep breath in. Let it out. Tapping all over the chest, even though I've been struggling with, tell me what it is. I'm choosing to love and accept myself right now. It feels like I've been stuck in this repetitive looping pattern. Tapping the front of the ribs where they jut out. And I don't know how to break free. Tapping the side of the ribs. I don't know how to heal this or move through this. Tapping the inside of the left wrist. I don't know how to break free from this cycle and create an experience I actually want to have in my life. Tapping the side of the thumb by the nail, holding yourself in some forgiveness and compassion for being stuck in this cycle and not knowing how to break free, not knowing how to get out, not knowing why you're somehow still in it, like in a washing machine, just floating around, feeling helpless or powerless or hopeless. Take a slow, deep breath in. Let it out. Tapping the pointer finger by the nail. And when you're in this struggle, this conflict, this obstacle, what are the top 2 or 3 emotions that come up when you're in this repetitive cycle, in this loop of stagnancy, stuck in confusion as to why you're still here? Tapping the middle finger by the nail. It makes me feel. Tell me what it is. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. It makes me feel angry, resentful, bitter, insecure, confused, exhausted, shame, blame, guilt, criticism, doubt, shutdown, paralysis, pushback, defensive, protective. Tapping the inside of the pinky finger. I've been really trying to deal with this. Tapping the side of the hand. This cycle has really deeply been impacting my life. How I feel about myself. How I show up for my dreams. Take a slow, deep breath in right here. Tapping all over the head, and I'm holding myself in forgiveness right now. For not knowing a better way. I'm choosing to hold myself in compassion and deep empathy. Tapping in between the eyebrows. And I'm open to creating a new cycle for myself, my family line, and the generations to come. Tapping the temples. It's possible I hold that caliber of power. Tapping underneath the eyes, and I'm open to harnessing that power today. Take a slow, deep breath in. Let it out. Amazing. Tapping underneath the nose. So I want you to tune into that struggle, that pattern, that conflict, that obstacle. Tapping underneath the lips. The emotions that rise up when you tune into it. How this pattern, how it spirals out in your life, how it keeps showing up in your life, and all of the deeper layers, the perhaps judgments or criticisms or shame or blame of not being able to break free from it, tuning into all those dimensions, all those layers of this pattern or reactive behavior, tapping all over the chest. And tuning into who in your earlier life it reminds you of. And let's welcome this awareness in compassion right now. Perhaps it's your mom or your dad or a caregiver or a guardian, or perhaps you don't even know. It's just so far back. It's just how it just is in your ancestral line. This pattern or habit reminds me of tapping the front of the ribs. This pattern or habit reminds me of tapping the side of the ribs. And this is what I don't really like about them. Right? If we've been struggling with it and we see them struggling with it, there's some resistance there. So let's hold that resistance in love and compassion right now. Take a slow, deep breath in. Tapping the inside of the right wrist. It's possible this pattern or obstacle or struggle was simply never my own. It's possible I inherited this pattern by means of survival. Tapping the side of the thumb by the nail. Part of me thought this was the right way to deal with such a situation, because that's what was mentored and mirrored to me. Tapping the pointer finger by the nail, and I was simply doing my best with the resources and awareness that I had at that time. Tapping the middle finger by the nail, and just holding yourself in love and compassion and forgiveness as we look at this, for not knowing a better way. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. Let's take a slow, deep breath in there. Let it out. And now let's perhaps extend that compassion, awareness, empathy, and forgiveness to the guardian or parent or caregiver that passed that down onto us. Tapping the inside of the pinky finger. It's possible this parent or guardian was hurt in the same way that I was hurt. It's possible that this parent or guardian was in pain the same way I've been in pain. Tapping the side of the hand. It's possible this parent or guardian was simply doing the best they could with the resources and awareness they had. As I've been doing the best I can with the resources and awareness that I have. Tapping all over the head. It's possible this was no one's fault and we've all just been trying to survive. Holding that potentiality in love and compassion and empathy right now. Take a slow, deep breath in. Amazing. Tapping in between the eyebrows, tuning into this pattern, how it's affected your life, tuning into how this pattern has affected the life of your parent or guardian. And we're going to welcome in the image, the presence, the awareness of their inner child. We have your inner child, their inner child, and holding space for how that pattern or conflict or way to relate to someone or reactive behavior was imprinted on them. That they were simply trying to do their best. They were following what they thought was correct. They were trying to show up the best they could, tapping underneath the eyes. This doesn't mean I'm condoning what happened. But it's possible, it's no one's fault, and we've all been trying to deal with this. Yeah? Take a slow, deep breath in. Let it out. Tapping underneath the nose. And I want us to tune into that thread of that struggle, the thread from us to the parent and perhaps the grandparent or caregiver or guardian and beyond, who passed on that pattern or thought form or belief system, tapping underneath the lips, to your parent. So we're going back 3 lines now. Feeling into the struggle, feeling into the unconscious block, feeling into just not knowing how to resolve this or move through this, or thinking that life, this is the only way to do life, this is the only way to go after your dreams, this is the only way to look at money, this is the only way to survive, this is the only way to relate, this is the only way to think or believe or feel or perceive. Holding it all in deep love and compassion and forgiveness right now. Take a slow, deep breath in. Tapping all over the chest. I'm choosing to be the cycle breaker in my family line right here, right now, today. Tapping the front of the ribs. It's possible I have all the resources I need inside of me right now to heal this for myself, for my family line, and all future generations to come. Tapping the side of the ribs. I am that much of a superstar. I just want you to imagine like your ancestors are just like turning the spotlight on you right now. Like you're like center stage and like, I'm doing this. I am recreating a new script, a new narrative, a new storyline, a new plot twist, a new character arc. I am breaking free and setting the stage to a whole new dimension, tuning into the power of your ancestors, right? They didn't just pass on trauma and pain. They also have immense gifts and talents and insights. So tuning into that power endowed by your ancestors to meet this moment of contraction, of shutdown, of smallness, of confusion, of hurt, of heartache, of anger, of resentment, of bitterness, whatever it is. Tapping the inside of the right wrist. Tuning into how it's affected your life until this moment. From your single awareness in childhood to here, right now. How you witness it in your mom or your dad or your caregiver or your guardian. Holding space for whoever passed it on to them, and whoever passed it on to them, and whoever passed it on to them, and whoever passed it on to them, feeling that whole energetic thread of tension, of resistance, of confusion, of hurt, of contraction, of heartache, and we're gonna feel it fully in the body. This is how we process it. We're gonna move it through our nervous system. We're gonna release those emotional contents. We're gonna alchemize and transmute that pain back into your power. So let's really feel it for a moment. Tapping the side of the thumb by the nail. Tune into the texture, any thoughts that arise, any deeper belief systems that appear just on the surface or deep at the core root level. Just feeling this all. Let's dial it up by 50%. Tapping the pointer finger by the nail, dialing up to 75%. Really feel the dynamics, the temperature, the texture. Is it prickly? Is it festering? Is it oozing? Is it acidic? Is it metallic? Is it tight? Is it contracted? Tapping the middle finger by the nail, and now just really let yourself have it, as if you would never let it go, as if your family line is stuck with this forever and you're giving it to future generations forever, like you're never let it go. Let's give ourselves permission to fully feel it right now. Really get on the edge, really allow yourself to experience all of it. Take a slow, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Amazing. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger, take a slow, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Shake it out if you're gonna need to. Another deep breath in, we're gonna do a lion's breath out. Let it out with a sigh. Sticking your tongue out. I am releasing this from myself and my entire family line. Tapping the inside of the pinky finger so that I can be free and they can be free and the future generations can be free. Oh yes, take a slow, deep breath in, tapping the side of the hand, tapping. Let it all out with a sigh. Tuning into the version of you, that future version of you down the timeline that's already healed this, resolved it. It's not even a concern of your consciousness anymore. You're just fully healed from this pattern, from this dynamic, from this habit, from this reactivity. You are just at another level in complete flow, in complete harmony, in complete joy. And your future self is meeting us in this moment right now. And your future self is just wrapping you up in their arms, holding you in love and praise and compassion and joy, and is looking you in the eyes and has something to share with you. Let this transmission take place right now. Tapping all over the head. What does your future self have to share with you? Knowing this is already healed, this is already complete. You're in your wholeness, you're in your radiance, you're in your overflow, you're in your magnetism. My future self is sharing with me. Oh yeah. My future self is sharing with me. Tapping in between the eyebrows. And this makes me feel, what are the top 2 or 3 emotions it makes you feel? Ease, bliss, support, relaxation, tapping the temples. This makes me feel happy, seen, recognized, safe, abundant, free, generous, tapping underneath the eyes. And on this next inhale, I want you to imagine surging and charging this energy back through the line. So any remaining resistance, any remaining residue, any remaining doubt, any remaining fear or anxiety, this energy of wholeness, of healing, of compassion, of completion, of abundance is just spreading through the entire family line, and it's then charging forward through the line, and it's just like totally cleared, totally lit up, totally just sparkling and alive and vibrant and vital and supercharged with this whole new energetic dimension, this whole new imprint of power, this whole new imprint of radiance, this whole new imprint of joy, this whole new imprint of certainty. Maybe there's like color that's coming to mind. For me, it's like this vibrant gold, yellow, just like dancing, this dancing energy. So we're going to take this message, we're going to take this feeling and charge it back through the family line and then forward through the family line. Let's take a slow, deep breath in. Amazing. Tapping underneath the nose. I am setting myself free. Tapping underneath the lips. I'm setting my ancestral line free. Tapping all over the chest, and I'm setting the future generations free. Just feeling into that new dimension, that new caliber, that new spaciousness, that new energy, going back through the family line and forward through the timeline. This energy of rebirth, of regeneration, of relaxation, of gratitude for meeting this moment of pain, of contraction, of trigger, of hurt, of heartache, and transmuting it and transforming it like the superstar alchemist you are, feeling into the gratitude and reverence and celebration of your ancestors, of the future generations to come, and charging up that energy right now in this generous present moment. Take a slow, deep breath in. Let it all out. Gorgeous, tapping all over the body, all over the body. And I want you to share with me 5 things you are now, like the seeds you're planting in your lineage, for the generations to come in your family line. Seeds of joy, seeds of compassion, seeds of worthiness, seeds of fertility, seeds of forgiveness, seeds of creativity, seeds of success, seeds of trust, seeds of certainty. I'm planting new seeds of, tell me. I'm planting new seeds of deservability, of enoughness, of playfulness, of liberation, of justice, of support, of security, of wealth, of alignment, of abundance, whatever it is. Absolutely. Take a slow, deep breath in here. Thanks for your patience. That just amplified it. And we're going to meet hands on our chest. Excuse me. Wow. Whatever you're planting is just getting massive confirmation. Go you. Letting our hands arrive on our chest and on our belly. Feeling into the alignment of our physical vessel, of our body consciousness, and feeling that new energy whirl and twirl and swirl in us and around us. The support and gratitude and reverence of your ancestors, and the openness, the spaciousness, the creative expression of not just your current dimension, your reality, your presence in this moment, but of all the future generations to come. And the synergy of that, the play of that, the alignment of that, the support system and security of that, rooting down now into this generous present moment, knowing you're gracing and gifting all the way back and all the way forward through the family line. What a gift you are to yourself, to your career, to your artists, to your ancestors, to the future generations to come, and to the human collective tapestry. Take a slow, deep breath in here. Letting it all out with a sigh. Giving yourself a big hug of just applauding yourself. I see all of the ancestors applauding you, applauding us, applauding our collective new field, our new grid of energy and light and power and certainty. Please share this with a friend or family member who needs it today. Come back to this tap anytime. Let me know what you uncovered, what you have now transmuted, alchemized, and transformed, what new seeds you're planting for yourself and the future generations, what new level of possibility do you now get to experience in the magical flow that is your life and artistic career. Please be sure to subscribe. If you're new here, give this video a thumbs up, and I cannot wait to see you in the next Tune Your Artist in 10. So much love.